Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've actually been down here doing a review. I've got the part 3 of the Dea sort of glue tack range that I'm probably going to put out before this. But this, I wanted to make this like a bit of a massive big thumbs up, a real sort of bit of a special. And I've come down here, I've been doing so much work in the house, I've sort of like neglected the YouTube reviews, to be quite honest with you. I've been so busy. But I just noticed looking in and checking on the comments and things like that, which I'm always sort of doing. We're up to 400 subscribers, and it may even be a little bit more now. But whoa, it only seems 5 minutes ago that it was 200 subscribers. And now we're at 400. It's like fantastic. And every single one of you that subscribes, it really means the world to me, because this, you know, people always say, do YouTube for yourself. I mean, people make lots and lots of money doing YouTube. I'm never going to make any money doing YouTube. All I'm ever going to do is talk to you about beers, put a smile on your face, put a smile on my face. And I have to edit so much out because it's real therapy. If I had a bad day, I can come down here and I can tell you I've had a bad day, but then I'll edit it all out, because you don't want to really hear about that. But you know, just talking about it to the channel is absolutely fantastic. So I thought, what beer can I bring? So I had a little rustle in the fridge, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Right, yeah, I'm going to have it. Like, I didn't want to have anything too strong, but I thought it's a special occasion. So anyway, I've run out of my special glasses, so I've just took this one from off the rack. So I'm really hoping it's had the beer clean thing, because you know how I bang on about that. And if I see any bubbles in that glass, I'm going to be smacking myself. But anyway, I'm bringing to you for this, thank you for subscribing, 400 subscriber special. I'm bringing you this lovely little beauty from Three Hills Brewery. Now, I have only heard of these. But I went to the Real Ale Classroom in Leicester, and they had one of their beers on it. And I don't think it was this one. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been a lower ABV one. But this is coming in at 8%. And yeah, Three Hills Brewery of juice in a 440 milliliter can, 8% ABV. So yeah, founded in 2017, Three Hills Brewery is a highly experimental, independent, small batch brewery committed to creating interesting, tasty, and innovative drinks for you to enjoy. Well, it's Easter Sunday, and I've been busy. We had the grandson round. We've been doing Easter hunts, and I've had a couple of very, very low ABV beers. One was actually 2.8%. Can you believe? So let's, and it's a style dipper, so a double IPA. Vegan friendly, which doesn't really mean that much to me, but if it does to you, then you can enjoy this if you are a vegan. Anyway, let's crack this open. Let's get it in to the glass, and let's celebrate the Spencer Arms YouTube channel having a 400 subscribers. I just didn't even think when I first did. Now, here's a little thing, a little tip that I can give you as well. In pouring these beers, it's nice to aggravate them a little bit, and then it's nice to stop the aggravation. And I've basically found that you give it a bit of aggravation, but then if you turn this to the side, look, you get a nice smoothness. Glug, 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 smoothness there. Right, so, oh, that looks beautiful in the glass. It does look very juicy. So I've got a few cans here that I had the other night. When we was having some fun down here at the Spencer Arms. So just off camera, I'm going to just check this glass is perfectly clean and there's no bubbles before I show you. So yes, thankfully, there is, because sometimes you can clean your glasses perfectly clean, and then you can hang them up there and you can leave them for a bit, and they'll just get a little bit of contaminant dust in the air and things. And yeah, so basically, I don't use these glasses. I love these glasses, I do, but I don't use them very often because they're very easy to break. That looks absolutely stunning. This one's a little bit on a little bit of a knot on the ball there. It fell over. This looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? Look at this. Really does look the business. So yeah, of juice. So I think this. Where did I see this? Right. So. Originally released in 2018, early 2018, Small Steps in Pursuit of Juice is our flagship 3-part series dedicated to documenting our experimental journey into the exciting and delicious world of hazy New England style Indian Pale Ales. Of Juice is a double IPA that balances a sweet malt body with fruity, juicy hops and subtle alcohols. Imagine all the best bits of its little brothers, Small Steps, and In Pursuit with the volume turned up to the max. Head's gone nowhere, sat there looking beautiful in the glass, nice and thick. The head for me, we talk about 2-finger, 1-finger, 3-finger, white head. The head for me is whatever you want it to be. However you pour that beer, if you want to have a great big head, small head, whatever, the head of the beer, the foam of the beer is dependent on the pour. I try my best to pour it so there's still a bit left in the can, which there is, and it sort of fills my glass with a nice head so you can see the colour of the beer, which is very orange, and you can see the whiteness and the fluffiness of the head, very fluffy. Right, so, do you know what? 2.8% beer, and what have I had? The other one was about a 4 point something, just whilst I'm having dinner and that, and not thinking about the review, and then coming down here, I thought, right, let's have a good one. So yeah, sort of like fruity, tropical fruity. Not massive on the nose, to be honest with you. But that's Speno. That's me. I need to, like, drinking for me is 3 things: your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. So yeah, I drink with all 3 of them, but I need a taste to activate more of the aroma. So let's get this down. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody that's pushed that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you all. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that has got a nice malty sort of backbone. The initial hit there was like a nice smooth mouthfeel with quite like, yeah, the sort of Moorish maltness sort of hit me. And then a little bit of like slightly danky fruit came afterwards, all in one sort of like fast evolving taste bud, really. That was quite an impressive first sip. Let's go again. That's got a wonderful smooth mouthfeel. That's delicately smooth. That doesn't taste like 8% at all. And that, yeah, that's what it says. Like, the balance is a sweet malt body. Yeah, it is that malt body. That is exactly what it is. As soon as I got that, yeah, it felt almost like you were actually like sucking on them like nice sweet malts in there. That must have some oats in it or something. Now, I've made mistakes in beers. There is beers that I've had with a dextrin in, and I always ask the brewery. Well, I've not even spoke to these at all. This is literally, I'm going down the cabin, 400 subscribers. I'm going to get a beer out of the fridge. I'm going to drink it. But like, there's a lot of beers. Well, there is some beers that use dextrin, which is sort of like an unfermentable malt, which doesn't give any flavour, any colour. What it does do, it just sort of gives a body to it adds substance to the beer, but it's probably not as great as you think it should be. I'm trying to think of a brewery that uses it throughout the range, and I can't think who it is, but it doesn't. I don't really notice it, but in some beers you can notice it. It sort of gives it, depending if it's quite prominent, then it's just a little bit too wrong, really, rather than getting that smooth sort of mouthfeel from oats is probably my favourite. If I'm going to have a nice soft mouthfeel, a really nice creamy mouthfeel, I love it to come from the oats. Lactose is okay. Lactose is good. You know, but I think the oats is what gives it, and that definitely seems. Oh, that really is a lovely sweet malt that's sort of like, it's there as a, almost feels like that molasses type of sticky toffee thickness to the malts, but hidden, balanced with the hops that are there. It's got very, very, very subtle, very, very tiniest bit of bitterness that just sits at either side of your tongue. Some of the beers that have got that quite bitterness is really at the back of your tongue, right sitting in your throat. But this is like just either side of your tongue, just like really just quite nice. It's there allowing the other flavours to still sort of like sit on the back of your tongue, and that real malty, real smooth. Yeah, it is like that molasses type. I've actually physically had molasses, the pure sort of like boiled sugarcane molasses, to taste it. And yeah, that's what I'm sort of getting, that feel of that slipping down your throat. And then you know, and then the hops, I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, the hops are there, they tell you what the hops are. Yeah, so you got Amarillo, Citra, and El Dorado hops in there. So I think they're all sort of like going to be like fruity hops. I think that Amarillo is quite from, if I can, I'm gonna have to, I might even get my hop book. It's right there. I'm gonna have a look, but I think that's quite a bitter in hop. Right, so Amarillo, here we go. 25. I tried to sort of like figure out the flavour. This has got so much of a soft mouthfeel and the malty mouthfeel. It's like it's just a, yeah, it's very malty, sort of dank fruits, but I'm not really picking out massive. It's so well put together. It's that real fruit smoothie, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's not fruity as in, oh, I daren't even put this on the camera like this. Sorry, that was just like literally like you like had a cordial. I got nothing from the hops out of that. This is, it is zesty, but it's just like, yeah, there is. Right, let's concentrate on these. Right, so I'm going to say it only because of the colour, if I'm honest. Really picking it out, like an orange zest, that type of thing, orangey. Oh, that's. I'm struggling so much to pick out any prominent juice flavours. Like there might be a grapefruit there just because of that, like either side of the tongue sort of bitterness. But yeah, there's like an orange zest in there. Probably a little bit of grapefruit, but not really that prominent. I think it's because it's well balanced. You know, like if you was to give somebody a smoothie with a lot of fruit in it, unless you chucked a banana in it, you wouldn't be able to hide the banana flavour, I don't think, and you wouldn't be able to really hide. What else wouldn't you really be able to hide? There's certain things you wouldn't be able to hide. But say you put a kiwi in there, and you put some orange, lemon, lime, you put all these and blended them all together, and all that. It'd be very difficult unless you added much more of one. And this is what it almost is with this. It's like such a nice, well put together, natural taste from the hops that it's hard to distinctively pick one out. But I'm going to say orange, but not orange. Yeah, like, definite, the bittery type of orange. Right, so really hot, several commercial beers. Oh. Right, where it's ultra high. Oh, why do they put these big words in? Content creates a delicious orange citrus flavour. Right, so I've picked my hot book up just now. Right, okay, I literally got so excited. I never want to really. I mean, I've read what the beer is, but I'd never really want to know what's in the beer. I'd rather get it wrong than have all the information. If I have all the information about the beer, what it's going to taste like, I will literally say, I've got this beer, I've been told it tastes like this, exactly like that, and yes, it does taste like that. But literally, I like to drink these beers, especially these beers where this is the first real time, apart from being in the classroom, I've heard of this brewery, and try and pick out some of the flavours, and literally, what I was getting there was the orange. So, orange
citrus flavour, also highly acidic, making it perfect for ESBs and pale ales, blah blah. So, where do we go from here? Amarillo is relatively new to me. It's a great smooth citrus flavour, lemon, lime, and a little orange. Great for a light-bodied brew. But Amarillo, I've heard that as being like the bittering hop. Amarillo Gold, orange citrus flavours, so I'm getting that. Go for it, blah blah blah. What we got? Alpha acids, 8 to 11%, so that's fairly high.
See, now that's settled a bit. Let's see if I'm getting anything else. Oh, it's the super smooth, creamy. Oh, it's really, really nice. The 8% don't even touch the sides. You wouldn't even know that's there. 29 Eldorado. Here we go. I really can only get that orangey, zesty orange, and possibly not so much grapefruit, but more that grapefruit bitterness.
Right, relatively new kid on the block. Product of the Yakima Valley, cooler climate. Fruity profile, bittering and aromatic purposes.
High alpha acids, lots of oils and resins. Ah, I see now. Yeah, so there's probably like a little bit nicer resinous, sort of like. Yeah, that's probably adding to that feel of that smooth as well, like a nice resinous. Yeah, definitely, nice resinous hop there. Blah blah blah. Tropical fruit flavors, pineapple and mango. Well, do you know what? I've not tasted any pineapple or mango in that, and I have been eating mango like you wouldn't believe to just switch my brain onto that taste, because it's not really that much of a high. If you have a pineapple, whoa, you know you're having a pineapple. You have a grapefruit, whoa, you know you're having a grapefruit. Having a mango, it's like, yeah, it's quite a succulent, it's like a slimy almost type of. I have the proper mango that you have to cut into a big stone, real big core in the middle of it. It's very difficult to cut around. Panama, in addition to a resinous back note, yeah, on the nose, aromas of pear, watermelon, stone fruits, and even candy. No, it's just lovely, and just like real sort of slight danky fruits, nice malty, very, very sweet malty nose. So yeah, flavours of tropical fruit, pineapple, mangoes, aroma of pear, watermelon, stone fruit, and the candy. So right, okay, so that is, yeah, can't grasp all of them, but putting these two hops together with the orange and the lemon and lime, and then with all them the pear, the watermelon, and all that stone fruit, it's a lovely mixture of just a nice danky, slight danky, fruity, malty, well balanced beer. Like I say, if you was to get an orange, a pear, a lime, a lemon, a mango, and everything that these hops are giving, and you was to put it in a blender of an equal proportioned amount, blend it all up into a drink, and then, I don't know, probably mix some ice cream with it to like make it like a bit of a creamy shape, and then give it to somebody and say, pick out them flavours. Unless you've done 2 oranges to half a lemon or anything like that, you know, that's how I can tell you this is. All the flavours are in there, but picking them all out individually, yes, the orange is quite forward, but it's just one of those drinks where if you made somebody that type of smoothie, they'd drink and go, oh, this is lovely. This is really nice and fruity, really lovely mouthfeel, really absolutely beautiful. That's thick. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, look at it. Oh, that is got a good body. That is. It's still wanting to. It's so thick. Look at it. It's like it just will not come out. So let's leave that to sort of like just turn back into some sort of liquid, and then I can tip that in. Lovely. That is absolutely. Oh my word! Look at the goodies that are in the bottom of that. Oh, I showed me the. Oh yeah, wow. So this, let's just see the date as well. Oh, I mean, best before the 1st of the 1st, 25. Okay, and this has been in the fridge since the day I got it from Harbour Stores over in Market Harbour. So I'm excited because look at the. Now, do you know what? Right. Some people will look at that in the bottom of that and go, good God, what is that? Well, let me tell you what that is in the bottom of that. That, I mean, it's swirling around like big lumps in there. Look at it. Now, there's probably a few of you looking at that thinking, ugh, God almighty, what's that? It looks like lumps. Well, let me just tell you, right? My dad, who's 76, poured me a beer that I took round to his, and he doesn't drink anymore, but I took some beers round and he said, I'll pour this for you, son. And he came in like without shocked. Oh my God, son, this beer's got big lumps that have come in. He didn't know to swirl it around or anything. Big lumps in the beer. I'm like, really? Way brilliant. And it was like a red bitter, 4.1% thing from the Panther Brewery. Beautiful, absolutely lovely. And that yeasty goodness, that at the end of that was delicate. Now you can see now as I've swirling that round now, it won't sort of really mix in that well. But trust me, there'll be none of that left. But you see how it's darkened down a tiny bit? It's just darkened down a little bit. We've still got that mixed tropical fruit smell, but very, very sort of like balanced with the malt. Oh, it has taken on a little bit of a different. It has taken on a little bit more hops actually. Oh, now that won't mix in. I wonder if when it gets to the end it'll mix in. I ought to probably like try and mix that in, but trust me, you feel like you're going to be drinking something that's going to like block your throat up, but it ain't. You won't. If you drank that, you wouldn't even know that was there. I can't even hazard a guess on the malts in here. It's like everything is just so well put together. It's like just as you try to discover the malt bill, the hops come in, and you're trying to discover that, and then you're trying to discover. It's almost like one of those. Just don't try and think what it is. Don't try and work out what it is. Just enjoy it because it is just got everything that really is fantastic about having a tasty beer. One of those where somebody gives you a beer and just said, just don't even try and analyse it. Don't even try and think about it. Just drink this beer and bloody well enjoy it because it is a really, really enjoyable beer. It's got everything. It's got a lingering taste. Keeps you swallowing. It feels like even though you're swallowing, it's still hanging around there. You can't get rid of it. It makes you saliva to try and swallow it because it's like it's so stuck. It's laced everywhere. It's yeah, really good. You get that like floraliness about it. Like I think some people describe it soapy, but it's not. I don't like that. That's why I held back on it. It's almost like when, yeah. So when you belch, excuse me, it's like that saturation of the hops. It's like when you've really, yeah. Seriously, it's like if you've ever handled a hop, if you've ever grabbed a hop flower and you've done that in your hands, and then you've smelt it. That's what I'm tasting. So, and you do get that, like, it's just that particular flavour. The only way I can tell you to experience it is to go and get a real live hop and crush it, a hop flower, crush it in your hand, get all them oils on your hand, smell it, have a little lick your fingers, and that's the hop right there. So that you're getting that full resinous type of taste, and they've not left anything out the hops in this. You're getting the full, like the hop, the full saturation of the hops. If you get me, you're getting the actual full flavour from the hops. It's like if you made a cup of tea. Some beers dip the tea bag in and take it straight out. This has had the tea bag in for 10 minutes. It's like that real builder's tea, that real dark, real builder's brown tea that everybody goes, bleh, but we all go as builders, we go, ooh, that's it, it's a builder's tea. This is like a builder's beer. This is where it's really took everything it can possibly get out the hops. That's what I'm trying to say. You're actually chewing on the flower here. Ooh. Oh. And as well, you're getting a little bit yeast, like, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if some of them bits in there, that was used because you couldn't feel anything. It's not like that. It looked like lumps, but you don't feel it. It's just smooth. It's not even, if you was to drink this with your eyes closed, you'd never know there was anything in that beer. It's liquid. But there's probably some remnants of hops there that are so soaked and saturated that you don't even notice that they're there. That is a pure saturation of the hops, that beer is. That's really extracted everything you can get out the hops. Balanced them so well together, and then added some extremely great, beautiful malt profile to literally just keep you guessing. And I think some of the best beers in the world keep you guessing. This isn't one of those beers where you go mango, pineapple, grapefruit, orange, you know what I mean? It's not one of those beers. It's one of those where, yes, I've got some orange zest in there, but I don't care what that says about the other hops. I couldn't get watermelon or anything like that. It's literally like so well blended together. It's magnificent, and it gets a Speno 10 out of 10. And the reason I give them out quite a lot is because I drink good beer. You know, no, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not doing any like slagging off, but like in comparison to other beers, like other beers get their juicy flavors from juice, like literally from additives or whatever, which is brilliant, which is great, which is fine, and but I prefer to get them more danky fruit saturated hop flavors, and that's what this is giving. And I am so proud that on my celebration of 400 subscribers that I brought to you the Three Hills Brewery and this wonderful 8% double IPA, or basically like it is really like a sort of a New England IPA, well, a double IPA. At 8% ABV, absolutely fantastic. Oh, over there in Northampton, yeah, so it's like Northampton sort of way, so just up the road from me. Oh, crikey, I need to have a little visit there. So, yeah, so anyway, this has been a long video, a bit of waffle. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Just bear with me for a bit because the videos are going to be coming a little bit slower while I'm doing work at the house and at the Spencer Arms garden. But I'll probably do like a little tour around the garden. I'm calling it a beer garden. But Janie's, my wife, saying it's not a beer garden. But you know, I'm in the pub and the garden's just outside. So there you go. Anyway, much love to you all. Thank you for putting a big smile on my face. I really appreciate it. Take care, everybody. I hope you've had a lovely Easter. I'm not sure whether this has come out over the Easter weekend or a week or so later. But yeah, just be careful, take care, and you know, be good and live, love, laugh, or live, laugh, love, which way around you want to do it. I've been Speno. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.